Have you ever wondered what the ancient world sounded like? It wasn't silent. Long before recorded history, our ancestors were making music. From the haunting call of a bone flute to the rhythmic beat of a drum, music was woven into the very fabric of early human societies. But it was more than just entertainment. It was a powerful tool that shaped civilizations, built empires, and connected humanity to the divine. Today, we're embarking on a journey back in time to uncover how ancient music shaped our world. Let's start at the very beginning. The oldest known musical instrument is the Neanderthal flute, discovered in Slovenia, dating back about 60,000 years. It's a simple piece of a cave bear's femur with holes drilled into it. Imagine a Neanderthal sitting by a fire, creating melodies that echoed through the prehistoric landscape. This wasn't just random noise. This was communication, emotion, and perhaps even ritual. Long before complex language developed, music was a fundamental way for early humans to bond, to organize, and to express what words could not. It helped form the first communities, coordinating group activities like hunting and building with shared rhythms. It was the original social network. As we move into the dawn of civilization, we see music's role become even more complex and essential. Take ancient Egypt, for example. If you look at the walls of tombs and temples, you'll see countless depictions of musicians. Harps, lutes, flutes, and percussion instruments were everywhere. For the Egyptians, music was a bridge to the afterlife and a way to appease the gods. Priests and priestesses, trained in music, performed sacred hymns during religious ceremonies to maintain cosmic order, or mat. The sistrum, a type of rattle, was particularly important in the worship of the goddess Hathor. Its sound was believed to drive away evil spirits. But music wasn't just for the gods. It was also central to daily life. Workers sang rhythmic chants to coordinate their labor while building the Great Pyramids, and lavish banquets in the pharaoh's court were always accompanied by orchestras. Music was power, divinity, and the pulse of Egyptian society. Now, let's travel to ancient Greece, the birthplace of so much of Western culture. For the Greeks, music was inseparable from mathematics, philosophy, and democracy itself. The word music actually comes from the Muses, the Greek goddesses of the arts and sciences. Philosophers like Pythagoras believed that the universe was governed by mathematical ratios, the very same ratios found in musical harmonies. He discovered that the pitch of a string is related to its length, creating the foundations of Western music theory. This idea of a harmony of the spheres suggested that the planets and stars moved in a grand, silent symphony. Plato and Aristotle also wrote extensively about music's power. They argued that different musical modes could directly influence a person's character and emotions. Some modes were believed to inspire courage and virtue, making them essential for educating good citizens, while others were thought to lead to chaos and weakness. In ancient Greece, the right kind of music wasn't just pleasant to hear. It was considered vital for creating a stable and virtuous state. From the epic poems of Homer, which were sung to the accompaniment of a lyre, to the powerful choruses in Greek theater, music was the medium for storytelling, education, and civic identity. Meanwhile, in ancient Rome, music took on a more practical and spectacular role. The Romans, great engineers and conquerors, used music to project their power. The sound of the brass cornu and the tuba wasn't just for parades. It was a weapon of war. These instruments blared across battlefields, signaling commands and striking fear into the hearts of their enemies. A well-timed trumpet blast could turn the tide of a battle. But the Romans also loved a good show. In the massive Colosseum and other arenas, huge water organs called hydraulis provided a dramatic soundtrack to gladiator fights and public spectacles. Music amplified the drama, the glory, and the brutality of Roman entertainment. It was also a part of domestic life, with music at dinner parties and celebrations. But its most enduring legacy from this era is its role in spectacle and military might. The Romans understood that to control the masses, you needed not just bread, but circuses, and every circus needs a soundtrack. Let's journey east to ancient China, where music was seen as a reflection of cosmic and social harmony. As early as the Zhou dynasty, music was institutionalized as a tool of governance. The yu, or elegant music, was a specific type of ceremonial music performed at the imperial court. It was believed that correct yu could bring balance to the state, ensure good harvests, and reflect the emperor's just rule. If the music was chaotic or out of tune, it was seen as a sign that the dynasty was losing the mandate of heaven. Confucius, the great philosopher, saw music as essential for personal and societal cultivation. He believed that studying and performing the right kind of music could refine one's character and promote benevolence and order. Ancient Chinese musical theory was incredibly sophisticated, based on a 12-tone scale discovered long before similar systems in the West. Instruments like the guzheng, a plucked zither, and sets of tuned bronze bells, or bianzhong, created complex harmonies that were meant to mirror the harmony of the universe itself. For ancient China, music wasn't just art. It was a fundamental force of nature and a blueprint for a perfect society. The story doesn't end there. In ancient India, the sacred texts of the Vedas were chanted in specific melodies that were believed to hold immense spiritual power. This tradition laid the groundwork for Indian classical music, with its complex system of ragas and talas designed to evoke specific moods and times of day. In the Americas, the Maya and Aztec civilizations used drums, whistles, and flutes in elaborate religious ceremonies to communicate with their gods and mark astronomical events. Music was a universal language that every civilization learned to speak in its own unique dialect. So, what can we learn from all this? The story of ancient music is the story of humanity itself. It shows us that from our earliest days, we have used sound to build communities, understand our world, and reach for something beyond ourselves. It was a tool for social cohesion, a pillar of religious belief, a science of cosmic order, and an instrument of political power. The rhythms and melodies of the past are not lost. They echo in the music we listen to today, in the structure of our songs, and in the deep, instinctual way that music still moves us. The next time you put on your favorite playlist, take a moment to think about the thousands of years of human history that led to it. From a simple bone flute to a digital symphony, the journey of music is the journey of civilization. Thank you so much for joining me on this sonic adventure through history. If you enjoyed this exploration, please hit that like button and subscribe for more journeys into our incredible past. What part of ancient music fascinates you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep listening to the echoes of history.